Guys, good morning. Captain Paul here, and today we're on a 4788 Bayliner. You can see the guy out here, and what he's doing, he's out there cutting the grass inside here in the opening. He does this every single day. That's all he does is cut. There's like a grass that grows up under there for the marina. Anyway, today we're going to cut the engine panels out for so he has better access to his engines. Yesterday I went out with these guys for a few minutes, and believe it or not, he did an amazing job slipping the boat. So it's fun when you get with guys like this that actually he doesn't need a whole lot of help with the actual driving of the boat. His more as like the navigation and all that stuff, because I'll tell anybody, you master navionics, you master the loop. And they've been through all the courses, all the classes, and they said there is no real training with that stuff. And it's really hard in the classroom environment. You got to be out on the water, experience it, see it, and understand it. Anyway, this is the boat. Beautiful. 4588 Bayliner. Buster, I need you over here. Let's explain what you are. Buster is a trained, look at you. He's a retired firefighter dog. He used to sniff for when they had like gas or diesel in a fire. That's what he was trained for, and now he's retired. His owner was a fire inspector worked for the fire department. So Buster is now Buster's 11, right, Guy?
Correct.
Yep. Buster's 11 years old, but. And I've enjoyed Buster very much. See his tail wagging? That's because he loves me. He already loves me. What me and Guy are doing today is we are going to cut in this 4588 Bayliner. We're going to cut the hatch so they give him good engine room access to his engines. And that's our huge project today that we're going to accomplish. Yesterday we went over some navigation. And we'll touch base on that all day long. But so today we're going to cut these out and so he can remove that board, get to his engines easily. And you saw us do that on the 4788, and this is a 4588. To start this morning's video, we're on a 4588. We're cutting out this center hatch right here, we'll do that as the day goes on. It's already done. But I just wanted to point out the tools that we used. We had a cordless vacuum. We used that a lot. We had our blue tape. This little guy right here. These look like DeWalt tools, but they're accept DeWalt batteries. And a couple of these specialty tools are off-brand, but use the DeWalt battery. This little guy right here, this little like saber saw guy, we used him a lot. That little skill saw we used a lot. We have our light. Our pliers, crescent wrench, the Sharpie, we use that a lot throughout the video, and then our knife to cut the carpet and stuff like that. Anyway, these are the tools that you pretty much should have when you go to start this project. Explain to you guys what we did. So underneath on all of these Bayliners, it doesn't matter what year it is, they're going to have this piece of wood right here, and we need that exposed so that I can see what I'm looking at up above. So the first thing I did here, so Shelly's working. I'm down underneath in the engine compartment right now, and I'm gonna start removing these screws right here. This is the bottom plate, and I'm gonna remove this bottom plate to expose what we have to cut the bottom or the top plate in. So that's what I'm doing right now. It's removed all of the screws, so all of the little screws on anything that was holding this thing in place. And now you can see that this board right here, it's flexible. I need to go remove this screw right here, but pretty much all of the screws have been pulled out, so this board is sitting here nice and loose. Like, I don't know how you big guys do it, because coming down into this engine room is almost impossible, because there's just no room getting down here. And you're crawling around, so cutting this hatch in it really is a big deal for these boats. Guy up here, he's getting my tools ready because I'm going to use a Sawzall, and I'm going to cut from here to here. But on the last one, I didn't have this kind of help, And so I would have to crawl out of here, back out of here, go get my saw, come back in here, and one mistake, and it would cost me probably a half an hour to an hour, because crawling in and out of here, getting my tool, getting everything ready. So having the owner with me, handing me tools, is huge. And so when you guys are trying to do this, if you do it together as a team, it does make it a lot easier. Stage 1 complete, and we've pulled off this bottom board. Now I'll pull out this insulation piece right here is gone, obviously. Then we're gonna have to relocate these 2 boards right here. And we can go ahead and cut out our deck plate right here. And the reason is because then I can get in here and I can work, and I don't have to go through that hole anymore. So we'll go ahead right now, and we're gonna go ahead and cut our bottom board, and then we'll have to relocate these 2 boards. Because this would be glued down and it's not, so that's just gonna make this job so much easier. Guys, so we got the carpet. Now I'm just gonna, I don't really want to damage this carpet, and we got to pull all these little staples because we're gonna save this carpet on your job.
Okay. This is coming up easier than your last one.
Oh yeah, because we're on the, if this was original carpet, this would all be glued down. This is not glued down. So we got that up. Now we got to get the pad. We're going to remove the pad, and then we have to pull the screws up. Then we can make our cut, and then we have our access hole again. So we took the little skill saw, which was absolutely perfect. Where's that little guy at? This skill saw. You bought this on Amazon for it's
$39.
$39
Without the battery.
Without the battery. So that was a freaking blessing right there, because you see how small it is and easy to get into this hole. He held it back while I cut. And we set the blade. And what we need to do too, guys, put together all the little tools that we used for this, and then kind of start the video with that. But this little skill saw, whatever he did here on Amazon, was amazing. And this little tool right here so far has been amazing. And we're gonna use that multiple times on this. And he has the DeWalt drill right here. But we'll put all these together and show you in the beginning of the video. But right now we are cutting our floorboard out right now and seeing it. And we already pulled our screws. I probably should mention that. We had to go through here, pull our padding up, and then pull our screws off of this board right here. So that's the first thing we did. Second thing we did was start cutting our line right here. Now I'm gonna make an access here for this line right here. And then we'll go back and cut our other one. And that's the good start. Boss, I know you're cleaning me, but I need you to do me a favor. How's Buster doing? Check on Buster, make sure he's okay. I don't want to traumatize him in all of this.
I'll get that in a second.
Second, okay. So we vacuumed up and cleaned up. Now we got to try and get this board out of here. We got our access cut. I removed the 2 support beams, and we're gonna have to relocate those. And now we're just gonna close up this back to make it less dangerous. Start cleaning up, putting our carpet back, putting our bracing back in where we need it, and then go from there. Probably is the hardest job right there, pulling out those staples. Is there any tool I can get you that make it easier on you?
Nope.
It's just a pain in the butt. What I'm doing is folding the carpet back down. I'm going to take some of these screws and I'm just going to screw that back down, because remember we cut that a little bit long so that it can fold back down here. And that's what we did. We allowed for that. So that's what I'm working on right now. The captain is Buster. You're the captain. You understand that. Now, everybody get back to work, because the captain's watching. Guys that own these boats, you have no idea how nice that is right there, because now he can do anything. Instead of going up in that front little compartment and trying to crawl through here, he just opens this, steps on that stool. He can get to everything from here. It is so freaking nice. Hard day, but I think I learned a lot. And look at this. This just looks amazing. You pull up on your tab and we have access to our engine room, and that's just so amazing. it's hard to explain, you know what I'm saying, unless people that know this boat and come into the boat, they don't really know, because this is how you access, and then you got to crawl into this space, which I am almost 6 foot, 215 pounds. I'm fibbing just a little there. No. Anyway, and then you got to crawl through here and then get all the way back to here to the engines, and it's rough. It's just rough. Baby, you know what's not rough? You're not rough. You're my girl, my boy. Yeah, bless her. Anyway, and so then we pull up the tab there. You go in the engine room and do whatever you need. That is so freaking awesome, dude.
Yeah,
just unbelievable.
I'm real happy.
Super happy. And the job looks really clean. Yep. I don't think you have to do much of anything. Captain Paul here. Could not be happier with the result. If anybody needs any help, just let me know, man. Just send me an email, text me. I'll get back to you as quickly as I can, I promise. But it's really nice, you know, that it turned out just beautiful. And, you know, thank you so much for watching. You have no idea the appreciation I have for all of you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Peace out. God bless. And remember, live life with no regret. I do. Make sure you visit that store. Make sure you're Regel. So I'm going to do a lot of training over the next month with Regel. So I can't wait. Super excited. Anyway, thank you guys. I appreciate you. Love you. Peace out.